There's something most people will never admit out loud: you don't hate birthdays. You just don't make a big deal out of your own. And when your birthday comes, you act like it's just another Tuesday. No parties, no excitement, no countdown, just silence. But that silence has a story, a psychology, a history, and today this is about you. Maybe you're the kind of person who gets birthday messages and replies with a simple thanks. Maybe people ask, "What are you doing for your birthday?" And you say nothing special, and they assume you're just low-key or not interested in attention. But deep down, it's not that simple. You didn't just randomly stop caring about birthdays. There was a time probably when you were younger, when birthdays meant something. Excitement, surprises, celebration. But somewhere along the way, life taught you something different. Maybe people forgot. Maybe your birthday became just another day for others. Maybe you were always the one who gave love but didn't receive the same energy back. So now, you protect your heart by lowering expectations. Not celebrating isn't about not caring. It's about not wanting to be disappointed. And for some people like you, being celebrated feels uncomfortable, not exciting. You don't want people singing for you, staring at you, or making a big deal. It's not shyness, it's emotional minimalism. You prefer genuine connection over loud attention. You don't need 50 people posting stories about you. You'd rather have one real message from someone who actually knows your heart. You might be the kind of person who shows up for everyone, but when it comes to your own needs, you stay silent. You know how to make others feel special, but when it comes to your own birthday, you feel awkward. It's almost like celebrating yourself is unnecessary. Psychologists call this self-neglect hidden as humility. You don't feel you deserve the spotlight, even though you give it to others. And maybe you've simply outgrown the childhood version of celebration. Now, celebration doesn't mean balloons, cake, and decorated rooms. It might mean peace, reflection, gratitude. Maybe you spend your birthday like any normal day, because to you, normal is good. Normal means stability. Normal means no drama. Normal means you survived another year, and that's enough. Some of the emotionally strongest people spent important days alone once and never forgot the feeling. Maybe one year you sat in silence, scrolling through your phone, waiting for someone to remember. Maybe you promised yourself that day you'd never expect again, and from then on, you treated your birthday like any other day, not because it isn't special, but because you didn't want to feel unseen again. Just because the world can't see your celebration doesn't mean it's not happening. Maybe you don't throw parties, but you treat yourself to your favorite meal. Maybe you take time to reflect on how much you've grown. Maybe your version of celebration is quiet gratitude. Not everyone needs noise to feel joy. And maybe you're someone who's focused on the future, not the date. Some people don't pause to celebrate because their mind is already on what's next. Goals, responsibilities, family, survival, dreams. Birthdays feel like checkpoints, not festivals. To you, a new year of life isn't about a party. It's about progress. You don't feel the need to prove anything. A lot of people celebrate publicly because of social pressure, to show others they matter, to post pictures, to appear loved. But you don't need to prove anything. If the world doesn't clap, you keep walking. You're not moved by noise. There's a power in being unfazed by performative celebration. You don't need candles to know you made it another year. You lived through pain no one saw. You fought battles privately. You carried yourself through situations nobody checked on. And maybe when your birthday comes, you don't want applause. You just want to breathe and say quietly, "I'm still here. I made it, and that's enough." But just because you treat your birthday like a normal day doesn't mean you're ordinary. It doesn't mean you don't feel. It doesn't mean you don't deserve celebration. It just means your definition of celebration is different, shaped by experience. And maybe, just maybe, part of you still wishes someone would understand that. This isn't about telling you to throw a party, it's about reminding you of something important. You don't have to be loud to matter. You don't have to post it to feel it, and you don't need a crowd to be worthy. Whether you celebrate quietly, secretly, or not at all, your existence is still significant. So, if your birthday comes and you treat it like a normal day, that's okay. But don't forget this. Just because you don't announce your worth doesn't mean you don't have it. If you've ever treated your birthday like just another day, not because you don't care, but because life taught you to protect your heart, this message was for you. And maybe the world won't pause when your birthday comes, but I hope you do, even for a moment. Not to celebrate the date, but to acknowledge